You know, it feels like we're living through one of the most exciting shifts in the car world right now. Every major brand is rolling out their vision of what the electric future looks like, and Skoda is no exception. But here's the thing. They're not just dropping another expensive EV that only a handful of people can afford. No, Skoda is taking a different route, and their upcoming model, the Skoda Epiq, might just be one of the smartest moves they've made in years. The Epiq is set to go into production in 2025, and while Europe will see it first, Australia is expected to get it soon after, and maybe even more global markets down the road. And honestly, that's big news because what Skoda is building here is something a lot of drivers have been waiting for. A subcompact electric crossover that doesn't just tick the boxes of being practical and efficient, but also stays true to that everyday usability that Skoda has built its name on. Now let's talk about how it looks. The Epiq carries Skoda's brand new design language, and it's all about clean lines, bold presence, and a futuristic edge. Up front, you'll notice this striking closed-off grille flanked by sharp modern LED headlights that give it a confident stare. The proportions are compact, but not tiny. It's got that sweet spot size where it feels nimble in the city, yet still has a bit of road presence. What I like is that it doesn't scream sci-fi EV concept. It looks grounded, approachable, and honestly pretty stylish. If you've seen Skoda's Vision concept cars, you'll recognize some of the DNA here, but toned down for the real world. Underneath, it's based on the Volkswagen Group's MEB platform. The same foundation used by cars like the VW ID4 and ID3, but tailored to be smaller and more affordable. And here's the kicker. The expected range is around 400 kilometers or about 250 miles on a single charge. That's more than enough for daily commuting, school runs, and even weekend getaways without constantly worrying about plugging in. And because it's designed to be budget-friendly, Skoda is targeting a starting price of around 25,000 euros. Translate that into Aussie dollars, and you're looking at something that could seriously undercut a lot of the EV competition. Now, I know some of you are wondering, is this just a city car or can it handle more? While it's not an off-road beast like a Land Cruiser, Skoda has hinted at giving the Epiq a bit of adventurous spirit. You'll see slightly raised ground clearance, roof rails for bikes or cargo boxes, and a rugged trim option that makes it perfect for weekend road trips. It's not pretending to be something it's not. But it definitely gives you that I can escape the city when I want to vibe. Inside is where Skoda has always shined, and the Epiq looks like it's going to continue that tradition. Even though it's a subcompact, Skoda has a way of making their cabins feel more spacious than you'd expect. The Epiq will seat 5, and it's expected to have a cargo area around 490 liters, which for a car of this size is actually really impressive. And of course, Skoda loves their simply clever touches. So expect smart storage solutions, hidden compartments, and those little details that make daily life easier. Tech-wise, it'll carry Skoda's latest infotainment system with a clean digital interface, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and all the modern driver assists you'd expect in 2025. Think adaptive cruise, lane keeping, blind spot monitoring, all designed to make your drive safer and smoother. And if you've seen how minimalistic EV interiors are trending, Skoda seems to be striking a nice balance, modern and digital, but not stripped down to the point where it feels cold. What's interesting here is the pricing strategy. Skoda is very clear. The Epiq is meant to be the entry-level gateway into electric mobility for a lot of people. And that's why the expected price point is such a big deal. We're not talking about a 60,000 plus EV here. This is something designed to compete directly with affordable crossovers, both electric and gas-powered. And in markets like Australia, where EV adoption has been a bit slower because of high prices, a car like the Epiq could really shake things up. Now, if you're comparing it to past Skodas, this is new territory. Skoda has always been known for giving you a lot of car for your money, with practical designs and clever features. The Epiq is basically that philosophy applied to the EV world. Instead of chasing luxury EVs or ultra-performance specs, Skoda is saying, here's an electric car you can actually live with every day, at a price that doesn't feel out of reach. And honestly, that might be exactly what the market needs right now. Of course, we still have to wait until 2025 to see the production version and a lot of details. like exact trims, battery sizes, and final performance numbers, will get fleshed out closer to launch. But from what we know so far, the Epiq feels like one of those cars that could quietly become a huge hit. It's not about flashy numbers or gimmicks. It's about being smart, accessible, and future-ready. So, whether you're in Europe getting it first, or in Australia eagerly waiting for its arrival, the Skoda Epiq looks like it's going to make electric driving more approachable for a lot of people. And I think that's something worth getting excited about. What do you think? Would you consider the Skoda Epiq as your first EV, especially if the pricing really does come in at that affordable level? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's see if this little crossover could be the big disruptor Skoda hopes it'll be. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around because we've got plenty more upcoming car reviews coming your way.